All right. Hey, what's going on, y'all? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It is Monday, man. Y'all know who it is, and y'all know what I do on these days. Let's go, man. It is 8:12 here in El Paso, Texas. 9:12 out there in Tyler, Texas, Central Standard Time. Out there where my people's at, my family and everything. And it's 10:12 on the East Coast, out there in North Carolina, South Carolina, all that down up in that area. And then in California, I believe, I could be wrong now. I'm still trying to get this time zone thing right. I think it's about 6:13 in the AM out there in California. Man, get out that bed. Let's go. It's time to turn that thing loose. It's time to get up, get moving. We is out here. We is out here in the place, man. I hope y'all had a fantastic weekend, man. To all of my fathers out there, I ain't talking about you. If you seen my post yesterday, I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about the ones that's out there actually doing the thing, making an impact in the lives of their children. And you know what I'm saying? And even those who may not have children directly, but you are being influential in the lives of children and they look at you as a father figure, man. I hope y'all had a fantastic Father's Day, man. But yeah, man, I'm feeling good, man. Slept in a little bit this morning, still had to go and get up, go out there and get that workout in. You know what I'm saying? T-shirt got a little moisture on it, but I'm feeling fantastic, man. So y'all know what it is. Let's go, let's go. Y'all know how I ask you when you tune in, man. Do me a favor, drop your city, drop your state. Let me know just how far this thing is reaching out, man, because I like to know who's hearing me, who's interacting, and all of that there. But man, we're gonna continue on with this here thing, man. We are in week 6, man. 6 weeks into this thing, man. I remember when I started 6 weeks ago, I was telling y'all that we was gonna start talking about becoming financially strong, financially strengthening yourself. Okay. And I told you before too that it's a process. Okay. Anybody who's hearing this, anybody watching this, please understand that the things that I'm talking to you about today, the things I've been talking to you about the last 6 weeks, the things that I'm going to finish up talking to you about the next 2 weeks. Okay, it is a process, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, please don't misunderstand that part. I think that a lot of people misunderstand when we start talking about creating wealth or becoming financially strong, that it's a process. Okay, and this is not a knock against anybody. Okay, please don't take it that way. Y'all know when I come on here, I don't do the whole the bashing and the finger point. I just try to share information and try to enlighten. All right. um it's just a process, man. You got to understand that. You got to understand that if you are starting from a particular point, it takes a process for you to become better. Okay. A lot of things don't just happen overnight. Okay. So, what I want to do, man, is like I told y'all, what we've been talking about the last 6 weeks, man, this is not necessarily about my particular opinion. These are things that I have learned. This is a process that I made a decision to follow and to stick with it. Okay. So when I talk to you all, that's what I'm talking from. Okay. So when I give it to you, I want to make sure I give it to you directly from where I got it from so that you can continue. If you have been with me these last 6 weeks and you're starting to implement it, I want to make sure I give it to you the right way. Okay. So quick recap. All right. Y'all already know every time I come in from the previous week, I like to give you a recap all the way back up to where we are at this point. All right. And like I said, I'm going to read it to y'all straight from the source. All right. So week 1, we talked about acquiring as much cash flow as possible. Okay. Minimizing your taxes, legally, ethically, and morally. Okay. Getting an additional source of income. Okay. You have to understand, ladies and gentlemen, cash flow is important when we start talking about becoming financially strong. Okay. The second step, excuse me, was to create yourself a mini emergency fund. Okay. I told you $3,000. The reason that is $3,000 going to take care of most emergencies that you're going to run into. Okay. Step 3, begin an a retirement account, investing. Okay. You got to understand, ladies and gentlemen, investing is a big part of wealth. Okay. You go back and research anybody that you want to. Okay. Yeah. People like, excuse me, Jeff Bezos and these people like that, they created these life changing things. But what you got to understand is while they were business owners and they created stuff, they also put their money into investments so that their money could continue to work for them. Okay. Step 4, take the rest of your available cash flow and set up a debt elimination plan. Okay. I told you, I offer a plan with what I do. But if you, like I said, whether you get the information from me or not, I don't really care. I mean, I would prefer you get it from me, but whoever you get it from, I just hope it's something that's beneficial that you can actually follow. Okay. You got to get rid of debt, ladies and gentlemen, because debt is robbing you of being financially strong. Okay. Step, what we at? Six. That was step four. All right. Step five, max out your investment accounts. Okay. Like I said, this is a process. Okay. If you're not to a point where you can max out your investment accounts, that's okay. Put something in there. Okay. And then, like I said, as you work through this process, okay, you will start to see debt go away and your cash flow increase. Now you got to take that money, you got to do something smart with it. Okay. Now that brings us to step six. All right. Here we go. I'm going to read it to you straight from the source. It says, take all of your available monthly cash flow and build a full emergency fund. The fund should be built to 3 to 6 months of your living expenses. Building the emergency fund to 3 to 6 months of living expenses should happen fairly quickly because you have extra cash flow that you acquired from the less taxes, less debt, less expenses, and business income. Okay, and the thing I love about this process that I'm talking to y'all about is it tells you again, don't go to step 7 until you finish step 6. All right, now your true emergency fund, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, you have to understand this. A true emergency fund, all right? If anything should happen, God forbid, knock on wood, all right? You know, we go through another situation like we went through with the pandemic, okay? And you are not able to work or your job goes away for whatever reason, okay? If you build yourself that true emergency fund, 3 to 6 months of your living expenses. Okay. I've heard some of my mentors say build it from 6 to 9 months. Okay. But what you got to understand is this: you must start where you are. Okay. You can't be looking 45 miles down the road if you right here at mile 2 and you need to get gas. Hope that makes sense. All right. You got to start where you are. You can't get that way if you don't take care of where you are right now. Okay. And again, the true emergency fund, ladies and gentlemen, here's something that you got to understand about this. This is some money that you do not touch. This is you building, as my mom and them used to say back when I was home, your rainy day fund. Okay. You can't wait for the rain before you start trying to buy an umbrella. You got to prepare for that ahead of time. Yes, I understand that a lot of us may be young and able-bodied and can still do things and create and work a job. But again, you must understand that those that hire you can also fire you. Okay. Now, please don't sit on here and think Willie knocking jobs. I always tell y'all this, not knocking jobs. I'm just letting you know that anything can happen. You may wake up one morning and be like, you know what? I'm done. I don't want to do this no more. And that choice becomes a lot easier if you have your true emergency fund where you've built 3 to 6 months, 6 to 9 of your living expenses. Okay, that's your mortgage, that's your car payments, your utilities, your cell phone bill, whatever it is that you have. Okay, you want to build it to where that if anything should happen, okay, you get injured on the job or you get into a car accident and you incapacitated for a short period of time or whatnot. All right, understand, ladies and gentlemen, anything of sustenance, okay, it takes a process to be able to get it done. Okay, you don't just snap your fingers and it happens. Okay, yes, I know people win the lottery all the time, but again, if you don't go through a process where you allow your mind to grow with your money, you're gonna find yourself in a bad position. Okay. Like I said, I could find 6 random people off the streets and give them their wildest dreams when it comes to money. Okay. Now, a couple of them may actually go out and do good things, but if you have not put yourself in a position to where your money or your mind was able to grow with your money, you're putting yourself in a bad position. Okay. One of my mentors, man, uh, always tells me that the mind comes before the money. You got to get your mind right first. before the money comes. Because I don't know what your belief system is, but the guy I believe in, the man upstairs, will never give you more than you can actually handle. So if you've been listening to me for the last 6 weeks, man, it's a process, okay? And it's going to continue to be that way. But you got to commit to it. You got to make the conscious decision and say, you know what, man, I'm gonna go ahead and do something different. I'm gonna go ahead and do something that no one in my family has ever done, or nobody in my friend group has ever done, or whatever the case may be. But you must commit to the process. Okay. Please don't forget that. Everything that I've talked to you about the last 6 weeks is about a process. Okay. So y'all know how I do, man. I'm gonna drop off in these comments. I see I got a couple eyes up on me. I see I got my homie from the west side, Miss Irene Diaz. Good morning, Miss Lady Show. Appreciate you hopping on. Please square me away with this time zone thing if you still on. What time is it right now in California? I got 8:23 here in El Paso. I don't know if I'm 2 hours ahead of you or if I'm an hour ahead of you. So enlighten your boy, man. Please. I guess I could do it myself, huh? But I sure appreciate you hopping on. All right. But yeah, man. So here's the deal. All right, y'all already know, man. When I end these things, I like to leave you with a 7:23 a.m. Okay, thank you, Miss Diaz. So I'm an hour ahead of you in California. I won't mess that up no more. I sure appreciate you. You one of the faithfuls. I appreciate you hopping on and taking time to listen to your boy run his mouth. All right. But anyway, like I was saying, man, y'all know when I get ready to end, man, I try to leave you with a call to action. I try to leave you with something that will get you moving in the right direction. Okay. The first thing I want you to understand is this. Okay. Financial strengthening is a process. Please understand that. Okay. Because I can tell you right now, I didn't know what I know now 6 years ago. Okay. It was a process. I had to get around people who could educate me, people who could stretch me, people who could, push me, further than I currently was. So that's the first thing. Understand it's a process. And then the next thing, excuse me, is start building the true emergency fund. You must do that because I'm telling you, man, the time is going to come where you are going to want to either, you know, say, hey, you know what, I've had enough of the job. I want to go pursue other things. Um, you may find yourself in a situation where your job is downsizing, whatever the case may be. Don't wait until the option is taken from you and you don't have any other choice. That is one thing that you don't want to do. You want to always keep yourself uh, in front of the proverbial 8 ball. All right. So, with that being said, man, if I said something that sparked you, man, like I said, I'm here to help. I learned some things. I'm willing to share it with other people, but you must be willing to accept new information, process it, implement it, and then be disciplined enough to let it come to fruition. Okay. But I will see you guys, man, next week, man. 6 weeks, man. We got 2 weeks left. It's gonna be great, man. 2 more weeks. And then, like I said, at the end of that, man, we'll get back to the regular Monday morning mindset and motivation. You know what I'm saying? I'll come back on here and give y'all some thoughts from the head of old Willie Ray Ray. But man, I tell y'all what, it's been absolutely fantastic these last 6 weeks sharing this information with y'all. Like I said, I don't know if you knew it or you didn't, but I just know that when I started to learn it and started to see the changes, I was like, man, I gotta share this with some people, man, because somebody out there need to hear it, or somebody out there is looking. You got questions, you wondering if there is another way, and I can tell you, yes, it is. But the change starts with you. All right. So y'all take care, man. I will see y'all next week. We got 2 more weeks left, man, in this financial strengthening series that we've been doing. All right. Thank y'all for those of you who've been watching me. Everybody else, appreciate you as well. Y'all take care, man.